So it's like, why you want a guy like Pepe the Pew and Mad Hatter and jail? I was like, no, it's like, because I'm from the East Coast and we're like crazy. It's like, but I'm not from the South Coast down here in Florida. So it's like, it's just weird and awkward. It's like, what the fuck? And I'm not from the West Coast either. So it's like, So it's like, when I'm from the East Coast, so it's like, we're like crazy, but this South people, like these South Coast down here in Florida, they be so you can't be go crazy because they be putting you in behavioral centers and shit, 'cause they got issues, but it's okay for them to act like a fool who crazy down here in the South because everybody knows everybody down here in the South. But it's like, I think that's it. I think because everybody knows each other down here in the South Coast, so their craziness is normal. But so if you act crazy, but you're from the East Coast, but you have a like you be cursing like, what you looking at? Or man, I ain't trying to really shit on no motherfucker. Act all ghetto like East Coast and everything from the USA. They be so pissed off. Like, you want to put up with South Coast people? Like, they usually supposed to put up with us. How how dare you curse? How dare you curse at me? Oh hell no! I was like, okay, and it was like, okay, put it like they be putting you. I'm like, some crazy shit. And I'm like, okay, you're like, this is ain't the East Coast anymore that you can curse or spit and throw pepper spray or water bottles or stomp on somebody and keep moving on. And it's like, or you can just roll your eyes and act crazy and get like, whatever, I got it, man. I got it, man. Don't start with me. Don't start with me. Okay. Like, I couldn't do that down here in the South because they be a trip, but the East Coast was so fun back in the day, man. You could be crazy because everybody was crazy over the East Coast. It was the normal thing and everything back in the day, in the 90s and everything. But and you got real divas. Like, you could be a diva, but you couldn't be a diva down here in the South Coast because they think you got problems. You're like, oh, so you gonna take care of you? You gonna be a diva? Oh hell no! I show you, and they try to do shit to you down here in the South Coast. It's tripping. But in the East Coast, like, you could be a diva, you could act crazy and stuff. But everybody keep moving on. And nobody take it personally and seriously like it is, like it is down here in the South Coast. But the East Coast, like, everybody is just like a normal liker. They could, you know, be in the attitude in the East Coast, and like, you'll be a diva and you'll keep on going. It was just normal, so nobody didn't took it like a serious, like, bullshit, serious discipline or issue like that. Like, some crazy shit down here in the South Coast, but yeah, all these crazy ass experience and shit, unnecessary bullshit, but in the South Coast, I was like, yeah, I'm going back to the East Coast. They're like, no, you can't go back to the East Coast. I'm like, "Whatever." And you can't throw a party. Like, I was trying to throw a party down here in the South Coast, but they do not like East Coast parties. So I was like, yeah, I was playing my hip hop, like Jim Jones, Missy Elliott. I was playing all my East Coast hip hop songs, Eve and everything. It's like, who come better than me? Verse in the rough, MC gonna call me the best number MB. So I was playing Can't Rock with tear it down. We gon' tear it down. Look with the heart on making. Doing the just art. I'm like a heavyweight. Yeah, I got this far. I'm a renegade and everything. Piece of cake. I could do this dance with my eyes closed. All that stuff. So I was like, oh, so you think you're crazy? They don't like yak and cocky down here in the South Coast. And it's like, I got that from the East Coast, man. Like, man, we been through shit, man. We the best. We throw the best parties and all that shit. And we be struggling. But you know what? I'm like, so I'm gonna F this out. So like I said, I'm out. They were like, oh, hell no. So they put me in the Baylor Center and shit like that. Okay, I'll talk to you next one.